Okay guys, now we've got questions 4 to 8. Complete the table below. Whenever they give you a table has columns, right? And the audio is going to go in the order of the questions. So let's see. We have address, we have rooms, we have monthly rent. Now listen, very, very simple. When in the audio they are going to say £550, you should be alert, because right after that there's going to be the answer. So address is given, rooms that is given, and you don't need to read extra things. Don't read extra things, okay? In the audio they will tell you what it is. Now problem, no dash. Encircle the word no and write over there doesn't have. For example, no electricity. It doesn't have electricity. There is no electricity. Electricity is missing. Okay, anything like that that describes no. For no they use doesn't have. They use, for example, there is no, or I'm afraid we don't have, anything like that. Now for this answer, just listen until £550. When they say £550, you have to be alert. And after that, whatever they say with no, that will be your answer. And they will not use the word no directly. Okay, question number 4, please listen and answer.
And how soon do you want to move in? All our lets start on the 1st of the month.
Well, as soon as possible, really. So that means September 1st.
Okay, let me have a look at what we've got. We have photographs of all the houses on our book, so you can get an idea of what they're like. There's this one in Oakington Avenue at £550 a month, combined living room and dining room with a separate kitchen. It doesn't have a garage, though you can park in the road.
We'd prefer to have one if possible.
Right.
It doesn't have a garage. So doesn't have a garage means no garage, but kitchen and other things are available. So answer is garage. Very good. Okay, next. The clue word is £580, and then question number 5. The dash is too large. Underline the word too large. For too large, they might use the word big, huge, gigantic, or they use the word king-sized something, right? Let's see. What is it that is too large? For too large, they might use the word big.
Then have a look at this house in Mead Street.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a very large living room and kitchen, bathroom, cloakroom.
How much is it?
That one's £580. It's very well furnished and equipped. It also has plenty of space for parking, and it's available for a minimum of a year. Oh, and there's a big garden.
Okay, parking is the right answer. बच्चे सब्र करना है. Answer तो भी आया ही नहीं, और ये answer बोलना नहीं है. खामोशी से during the audio, please don't say anything. Control yourselves. And those who are trying to find the answer, they have already used the word large living room. But have you noticed it came before £580? So that is not your answer. Wait for the answer to come and don't be overly joyed. When I ask you, then tell me the answer. Otherwise, आप बाकियों का listening test खराब करेंगे. So let's move on. Oh, I'll have to play it all again. Sorry.
Then have a look at this house in Mead Street.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a very large living room and kitchen, bathroom, cloakroom.
How much is it?
That one's £580. It's very well furnished and equipped. It also has plenty of space for parking, and it's available for a minimum of a year. Oh, and there's a big garden.
I don't think we could cope with that, to be honest.
There is a big garden. Plenty of space for parking. You cannot say the parking is too large. Plenty of space. Space doesn't mean too large, okay? So then she said big garden. So garden is going to be the right answer. Let's go on. Question number 6. Hamilton Road. Now, listen carefully. Living room, kitchen, kitchen diner, and a dash. Now there is something and a dash. So there is living room, kitchen diner, and a dash. It's going to be a type of room in the house. For example, and a bathroom, and a cloakroom, and a dining room, and a living room. Something like living room they already mentioned.
Then there's this older house in Hamilton Road. Living room, kitchen, diner, and it has a study. £550 a month.
It has a study. Study means study room. It has a study. So answer is study. S-T-E-A-D-Y. Ha. Good, good, very good. See that with the friction of change, your answer is going to be wrong. That is why listen to the audio till the end to find the right answer. Okay, question number 7. To dash, very simple. For to, they often use the word very. For example, too expensive, very expensive. Quite expensive, pretty expensive. Got it? For to, TOO2, they can use quite, they can use very, they can use pretty, they can use pretty much expensive, or anything like that. Just focus the word TOO2 and you will find the answer.
That looks rather nice. But whereabouts in Hamilton Road?
Towards the western end.
Oh, that'll be very noisy. I know the area.
Yes, it's pretty lively, but some people like it though.
That'll be very noisy. I know the area. That'll be very noisy means too noisy. And by the way, on top they have mentioned problem. So the problem is noisy with correct spelling. By the way, if your spelling is wrong, your answer is wrong. Right? They'll not accept wrong spelling. Okay, question number 8 is the amount of Devon Close, and it's just going to be amount in pounds. Focus.
Well, what about this house in Devon Close?
That looks lovely.
There's a big demand for houses in that area, so prices tend to be quite high. But this one hasn't been decorated for a few years, which has kept the rent down a bit. It's got a living room, dining room and small kitchen, and it's $595 a month.
It's 595 a month. So what will be the answer? 595. And one more thing, whenever you do table completion, you need to see what is written above. I mean, for example, you can follow the same pattern. Above they've written 550, 580, 550. So you can follow the same pattern. In table completion, you always get help what is given above the question or sometimes below the question. All good? Let's go on. We've got multiple choice questions and these questions are number 9 and 10. Now see that in part 1, first we had one word only, then table completion, and now we have multiple choice, and this is what we call double multiple choice questions. So, which two facilities, underline two facilities, in the district of Devon Close are open to the public in the moment? Now, just underline at the moment. Two facilities at the moment. Now listen, whenever they use language like this, what was available in the past and not available at present is your trap. What will be available, that is also a trap. So how many items are given from A to E? 5 items. 2 items are currently available for at the moment. For at the moment, they can use the word presently. For at the moment, they can use the word currently. Right? So whatever is available presently, currently, that is your answer. Whatever was available or will be available, that is a trap. So out of 5, you need to avoid those 3 traps and then you will find 2 right answer. And what are the words? A is museum, B is concert hall, C cinema, D sports center, swimming pool. Now if they say our swimming pool will be ready next month, will that be the answer? No. If they say we used to have a museum which is closed for renovation. No. Okay, so this is what you have to check. And to make it more confusing, these options are not in order. Multiple choice questions are in order, but the options in the question, they are not in order. If only these options were in order, multiple choice questions could be easier 10 times. Options are not in order. First you need to find out. For example, if they say cinema, now listen carefully. And then you need to tick or cross. If cinema is currently available, tick, that's the answer. If it was available or it will be available, then that is not the answer. If say, we are planning to construct a cinema, is that the answer? No, it is not the answer. If they say, our sports center is closed because of lack of funding, even that is not the answer, okay? Now, you will give me both answers together as A, B, B, C, D, and all that. Let's start.
Why is that part of town so popular?
Well, there's a big scheme to improve the district, and it'll soon have the best facilities for miles around.
What sort of thing?
There's a big sports centre under construction, which will be very impressive when it's finished. In fact, the swimming pool's already opened, ahead of schedule, and it's attracting a lot of people.
What about cinemas? Are there any in the area?
The only one closed down last year, and it's now in the process of being converted into a film museum. The local people are trying to get a new cinema added to the scheme.
I think I heard something about a plan to replace the existing concert hall with a larger one.
Ah, that's due to start next year.
Well, it sounds an interesting area to live in. Could I go and see the house, please?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Correct answer is? Alright, how many of you say A? Because now these are the people who heard the word museum without the reference of this thing. How many of you say concert hall? Alright. Okay, I'll play the audio again, don't worry, okay? I'll play the same audio again. C, cinema. How many of you say cinema? Come on, cinema is ready, yeah, no? How many of you say sports center? No? And how many of you say swimming pool? Absolutely. So your one answer is correct, okay? Now please write down a code. Write down a code. Yeah. D for doctor, E for elephant, C for cat, A for apple, B for boy. Just लिख लें DECAB. Okay, this is the order of all these options in the audio, and this is not going to be same every time. It's different, right? Now I play this audio once again. Please focus and you'll find the answer.
Why is that part of town so popular?
Well, there's a big scheme to improve the district, and it'll soon have the best facilities for miles around.
What sort of thing?
There's a big sports centre under construction, which will be...
There is a big sports center under construction. So it is not something which is available at the moment. So you need to just write a little cross at the end of sports center. Because you know sometimes elimination is the best way. What is elimination? Wrong one out. Right? If you eliminate 3 wrong options, you will be left with 2 right answers. But if you eliminate the right answer in the beginning, then you are not going to make it. Let's go on.
Very impressive when it's finished. In fact, the swimming pool's already opened.
In fact, the swimming pool's already open. So it's already open means at the moment swimming pool is available. The first correct answer is swimming pool. Now please come to option C, cinema.
Ahead of schedule, and it's attracting a lot of people.
What about cinemas? Are there any in the area?
The only one closed down last year.
The only one closed down last year means cinema is not available. So you can cross cinema also. After this, they're going to come to the museum.
And it's now in the process of being converted into a film museum.
It's now in the process of being converted into film museum, and even that is not ready yet. So when you cross museum also, cinema also, sports center also, the 2 options which are left, they will be the right answers. Now listen about concert hall.
The local people are trying to get a new cinema added to the scheme.
I think I heard something about a plan to replace the existing concert hall.
I heard something about the plans of converting the existing concert hall. Now what do they say about it?
With a larger one?
Ah, that's due to start next year.
That's due to start next year. So it means the concert hall, which is as it is, that is available now. Right? That's due to start next year. They have a plan, but that's due to start next year. So concert hall is available. This is something different, okay? So got it? Never write your answer by listening to a word, by picking a word only. You need to focus and investigate. And for multiple choice, elimination is the best way. And elimination is only possible if you understand the audio, and then you can just write. Let's go on.